Everyone, I'm Gemma, the owner of Gemma Redmond Vintage, and I'm here again on thankfully a sunny Friday to share with you some new additions to my online collection. All of these pieces, as I always say, will be being added to the website gradually from next week. However, if you would like to purchase any of them prior to going live, you're more than welcome to do so. You can get in touch with me and I can provide you with further details and images too. So I have 8 pieces to share with you today. We've got quite a lot of reds, oranges, yellows, nice warm summery colours, and we're going from the turn of the 20th century right up to the 1990s today, so a broad mix of costume pieces to share with you. Let's take a look first of all at what I'm wearing, and then we'll move on to the goodies that I have on the tray next to me. We'll begin first of all with this jewellery set, what's also known as a parure. This would be known as a demi parure, so part of a parure, because it has just the earrings and the necklace, but I'm sure you'll agree that's more than enough looking at the beauty of this set. It dates, you'll be forgiven for thinking that this earrings and necklace set dates from the 1950s, something like that. It's very glamorous, very sparkly, big bold stones, but this set actually dates from the 1990s. It was created by the jewellery company Monet, who have been making jewellery for a very long time, costume jewellery for a long time, and even created costume jewellery for the likes of Yves Saint Laurent. They're really a brand really known for and associated with quality costume pieces. So let's take a closer look at the set. You can see that I have this fabulous necklace and matching earrings. We've got citrine coloured rhinestones here in navette shapes, and lovely big pear drop shapes here, and again the same stones in the necklace, and then the earrings and necklace are accented with small round colourless rhinestones too. I'll take the earrings off so you can get a closer look at them. There they are, really sparkly. All the stones are in open back mounts too, so the light shines really nicely through them. These are clip-ons, and the clip-ons are great because the tension is variable on them depending on how far you close them too, which is a really nice feature and something that Monet specialised in, making really comfortable clips. Then the necklace, I'll take this off, but you can see the design carries on right the way around this piece. It fastens with a box clasp, so that means it's nice and easy to take on and off. And then you can see that these stones are all open back mounted too, and we have this pretty almost butterfly shape created by the rhinestones around the centre of the necklace, where the citrine coloured stones meet with the colourless rhinestones. These two pieces are great for wearing individually if you want perhaps a little bit to reduce the impact a bit, and they're in fabulous condition too. Next, let's move on to my bracelet. So this bracelet dates from the Art Deco era. It's rhodium, constructed from rhodium plated metal, and it's detailed with colourless rhinestones, colourless paste stones, and ruby red paste stones. These ruby red paste stones are in emerald cuts, and the colourless stones are in baguette and round cuts. Again, we've got this sort of almost geometric like design here, so typical of the Art Deco era. era. This piece probably 1930s, so later Art Deco. So I'll just unclasp it for you. Now the great thing about this bracelet is that the clasp is very, very subtle, a real sort of sign of quality, which also means that it's a little bit more difficult for me to show you how to get it on and off, but I have found it. So I'll just lift the clasp up and undo it just here. So it is a fold over clasp, and it's really nicely hidden, as you can see from how long it took me to find it. But you can see that the ruby paste stones are all in open back mounts too, so the light shines really nicely through them. This has a real look of the early Trifari pieces, which was stamped KTF. However, there is no stamp on this piece, so it's perhaps just influenced by them, their particular construction and design. Next, let's move on to a rather glamorous pair of earrings. These earrings date from the 1950s and were created by the American designer, American-based designer Marcel Boucher. You can see that they have this sort of ribbon-like, twirled ribbon-like effect, and they're set with colourless baguette cut and round rhinestones. They are clips and they're signed on the reverse too, so I'll just pop them in so you can have a closer look at what they look like worn. These would be perfect for a special occasion, perhaps a bride or wedding guest, or some sort of black tie event. There they are. The ribbon effect is really pretty. When they're worn on the ears, you can really see how that works. Next, let's move on to a brooch, the first brooch of the day. This again by an American costume jewellery maker. This is by Trifari and it dates from the 1960s. This brooch has a very Far Eastern influenced design. It's almost perhaps quite pagoda-like, so really sort of East Asian in influence. And it's constructed from gold-plated metal and detailed here with enamel, which is intended to replicate the pli-à-jour enamel technique, which I talk about quite a bit on here because I do enjoy buying pli-à-jour pieces. This piece is just, the enamel's just intended to replicate that look. You can't see the light through it. It's just intended to look that way. This was a collection that Trifari, this piece is from a collection that Trifari produced, which was very much influenced by the East Asia and motifs and designs. I'll show you the reverse. You can see that the fastening clip goes diagonally and it works really well. You can also see here that there is a small bail, so this piece can be worn as a pendant too, which is lovely, and it's fully signed on the reverse as well. So here it is worn as a brooch. I think it really pops worn against red, and here it is in my neckline worn as a pendant. That would look great too. Okay, let's move on to another pair of earrings. I'll just take these Marcel Boucher earrings off and replace them with these really great 1980s earrings. They feature a crescent moon motif, which is always popular in jewellery design, and they are clip-ons as well. I believe these are possibly by Nina Ricci. However, the mark on the reverse of the earrings is a little worn and difficult to decipher, but they are possibly by this maker. So I'll just pop them in. These are so versatile, great just for with a blazer and jeans for going shopping, or with a dress like mine for perhaps something more smart casual too. Next, let's move on to a necklace. This necklace dates from the turn of the 20th century, and it's in what we know as the Jugendstil style. So this is the term given to pieces of jewellery made in a certain style in Germany or Austria at the same time. This was happening at the same time as the Art Nouveau movement in France and the arts and crafts movement in the UK. This necklace is constructed from rolled gold. It's complete with its original chain, and then here at the base it is detailed with a small garnet stone, and then we have two purple glass stones suspended beneath it. What's really nice is that the pendant is articulated, so it can move quite in three sections, which is really nice when you're wearing it. It's stamped on the clasp, rolled gold, and also has the name of the initials of a maker too, which is nice. So I'll just pop this on. The chain is quite long, so it's great for wearing in V-neck lines, as I'm doing here. I'll just remind myself of where the hole is and then go back and pop it through. There we go. So you can see how beautifully it hangs and lies. It's a really great length, and it's a really stylish motif, so typical of turn of this 20th century jewellery, Jugendstil German Austrian jewellery, with this very elongated design. So let's move on to my final two pieces. I'll take these earrings out because I have another pair of earrings to share with you. These earrings are rather statement and lovely bold colours for summer. They were created in France in the 1990s by the legendary designer Christian Lacroix. They're detailed with orange coloured plastic beads and an orange coloured cabochon at the centre here, and they almost look like lovely bright suns. And then on the reverse they are stamped with the Christian Lacroix stamp. So I'll just clip them in so you can see what they look like. I'm sure you'll agree they look good worn with red, as I'm doing here, but they would work well as a pop of colour really with any outfit. Not matching but very similar, I also have to share with you today a Christian Lacroix brooch. This is a really bold and interesting and powerful, impactful design, which is what he was known for in his couture and ready-to-wear work, and also in his jewellery. You can see it's detailed with red rhinestones, orange glass stones, and yellowy coloured plastic beads to create this real sunburst or floral effect. It's stamped Christian Lacroix on the reverse just here, and you can see that the fastening pin is nice and long too. It's the full length of this piece. I'll just hold it up here. It would look great on a jacket, perhaps a denim jacket for summer. And yes, I think this is a real typical 1990s Christian Lacroix design. The nice thing about it is it also comes with its original box too, which is a lovely touch. It's been well looked after. Okay, that's my selection of pieces this week. Just to recap, I have the Christian Lacroix earrings and brooch from the 1990s, this circa 1900 Jugendstil roll gold necklace, this Monet jewellery set from the 1990s, this Art Deco era rhodium plated metal and paste bracelet, these Marcel Boucher 1950s earrings, these crescent moon earrings from the 1980s, and this Trifari 1960s pagoda inspired brooch. Thanks very much for joining me again this week, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye bye.